And Egypt condemns the terrorist attack on the Saudi oil refinery. President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi performed the weekly Friday prayer at Al-Mushir Tantawi's Mosque. The prayer sermon focused on the virtues of martyrdom and the status of martyrs as Egypt marked the Martyr Day on March the 9th. The prayer sermon also hailed the martyrs' their sacrifices to protect the nation and put it on course for development. Performing the prayer alongside the president were the top state officials. After the prayer, the president held a meeting with the commanders of the armed forces. During the meeting, President Sisi praised the martyrs who sacrificed their souls for the sake of the country and its people. The president also held a dialogue with the commanders of the armed forces on the domestic, regional, and the international developments and their impacts on the region. President Sisi also praised the armed forces for implementing the tasks efficiently on all the strategic directions. The president stressed that the Egyptian people always support the armed forces and the police to protect the country. As part of the daily campaigns to control the markets, the Interior Ministry said that it managed in the past 24 hours to seize more than 1,294 tons of commodities through 128 supply cases. The ministry said that regarding hidden food commodities, 474 tons were seized, in addition to 9,650 tons of flour and 810 tons of food commodities that are sold with an overprice. A youth delegation involved into a program held by the Ministry of Youth and Sports spent a full day at the police academy with the aim of living the daily life of the cadets and know more about their studies inside the academy. The youth expressed their happiness with the visit to the academy as they witnessed the training sessions, the modern facilities, and the efforts exerted to qualify the cadets to shoulder the responsibility of defending the internal security of the nation. They also thanked the Academy for giving them the chance to know more about its history and about the new security studies and stressed that such visits are needed to boost the sense of patriotism and loyalty. Egypt strongly condemned a drone terrorist attack on a Saudi oil refinery, branding it an act of sabotage which threatens the safety and security of the energy supplies in the kingdom. A foreign ministry statement reiterated the Egyptian support for Saudi Arabia in the procedures that it takes to safeguard its homeland and protect its sovereignty against the terrorist attacks. A drone attack on an oil refinery in the Saudi capital Riyadh has caused a small fire but no disruption to the supplies as crude prices soar after the Russian military operation in Ukraine. Head of the National Council for Women, NCW, Dr. Maya Morsi, and her accompanying delegation will participate in the 66th session of the Commission on the Status of Women, the CSW 66 in New York. In a statement, the Council said that the head of the NCW is scheduled to deliver the Egyptian speech at the opening session. Dr. Maya Morsi and her accompanying delegation will also participate in several sessions and activities that will be held on the sidelines of the Commission's current session. The main theme of the meetings will be to seek solutions achieving gender equality and the empowerment of all women and girls in the context of the climate change, environment, and the disaster risk reduction policies and programs. European Union leaders said that they will continue applying pressure on Russia by devising a new set of sanctions to punish Moscow for the military operation in Ukraine while stepping up the military support for Kiev. The details follow.
European Union leaders said on Friday they will control applying pressure on Russia by devising a new set of sanctions to punish Moscow for its invasion of the Ukraine while stepping up military support for Kiev. The EU's top diplomat Josep Borrell said the 27 official taking part at two-day summit outside Paris agreed to inject an extra 500 million euros into the fund for military aid to Ukraine as Russia widened its military offensive. On Friday, Russia stuck near airports in the west of the country for the first time as troops kept up pressure on the capital Kiev. The EU had previously agreed to spend 450